As a high performer, I bet you I'm going to offer an option for you that you're not willing to do to get to the next level. Let me explain what I mean by that. We have found, after working with tons of top performers in all different areas, from executives to entrepreneurs, pro athletes, all the way down to entry-level employees, ministry individuals, nonprofit leaders, you name it, people, doesn't matter what it is. When I ask someone, hey, what are you willing to do to get to the next level? The answer is almost always the same thing. And they are honestly believing that they do mean this. However, I have found it doesn't. What are you willing to do to get to the next level? And your answer is likely like theirs, whatever it takes. I go, great. I love that you are willing. Now, let me throw an option in front of you and tell me if you're willing to do that. What are you willing to do to get to the next level, whatever it takes? Are you willing to slow down? Now, if you're a true high performer, just hearing me say that likely is kind of sitting there going like, oh, what's this guy talking about? I can't slow down. That's not what I do. I go, 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 go. That's what I do. I produce, I perform, I get results. I go, go, go. Congratulations. You and almost every other person who calls himself a high performer, which is a lot more than actually are. With that being said, I have found that what differentiates a high performer with what we call as an optimal performer is the exact mindset of that. Let me explain most high performers. And I don't mean to offend you, but I want you to genuinely examine yourself to find out, is this me? High performers do things they're really good at really, really well. High performers do things they really like really, really well, which makes them really, really good at them. That's why you see people unable to transition the success in one area of their life to another area of your life. The success from the gym to the success of business, or the success of business to the success of a marriage, or the success of a marriage to the success of parenting, or you can keep going through it, is they aren't actually anchoring what they're doing in truth. They're anchoring in what they're doing in their own natural God-given abilities, things they're good at. People who are good like to do the things they're good at. That's a high performer. I'm unimpressed with that person. I'm not unimpressed with what they're able to do. That could be amazing. But if they can't transition that into all other areas of their life, that's not a peak they're hitting. That's what we call a ceiling. A lot of high performers will come and they'll say, I hit my peak. Here's the peak I'm at. Can you help me with it? I say, absolutely. We can help you with that without a doubt. As long as you're willing to admit that ain't a peak, that's a ceiling. There's a whole nother level above that you've never even been introduced to, which is what we call optimal performance. I want to explain the two of these. High performance is high output, unsustainable pace compared to others. Optimal performance, high output with a sustainable pace compared to self. Let me explain these two things. A high performer, if they were to run a race against a bunch of people and they won, they would consider themselves fast. However, what I didn't tell you was the context behind it is that the people they are racing are slow. So if a fast person wins a race against slow people, that doesn't make them fast. That just makes them faster than them. Because you take that person who's considering themselves fast and put them in a race with other fast people, guess what? They're not as fast. High output, unsustainable pace compared to others. If you're comparing yourself to others, you are missing the boat. Is there time to use others as reference points? Absolutely. There is nothing wrong with using it as a reference point of where we're going, what we're doing. But when it comes time to being at the high level of performance or the optimal level of performance, it's not about others. One thing we've done in this society is status quo has gotten so low. What I mean by that is we've set the bar at the bottom. Most of us, when it comes to status quo, we kind of put ourselves right above the bar. Like, here's the bar, here's Matt. I'm right above the bar, right? I understand I'm not doing much better, but I'm never below the bar. What happens with status quo is we've also gotten to the point where, hey, my employees show up for work, so therefore I have a good team, or I don't beat my wife, so therefore I'm a good husband. No. Just because you're not bad doesn't make you good. Just because you're not slow doesn't make you fast. High performers have been lying to themselves, and that is why they hit a ceiling that they think is a peak, because compared to everyone else, they're doing great. But there's a whole nother level. So how do we do this? First off, we walk through multiple processes of this. But the biggest thing is exposing this truth. And are you humble enough to hear this? Are you willing to realize how unaware you actually are and recognize how wrong you could be up to this point? Even though you're great in this area of your life, can you transition it to all the other areas? If you can, fantastic. You're anchored in truth. You're doing what's needed. Doesn't necessarily mean you've hit that level of optimal performance, because the biggest key is when I ask you, what are you willing to do? And you say anything. And then the first thing I put in front of you is, what about rest? And you go, nope, you're not willing to do everything. You're willing to do whatever you think is good to do. You're willing to do whatever you're comfortable doing. It's not that you have this amazing, unbelievable discipline and willpower that you tend to hold as almost like your God. It's likely actually the fact that you just are really good at doing hard things and you get value from doing hard things. And because your value is based on the actions you take, you need to do more of those actions to gain more value. Optimal performances are way past that. The value is not in what we do. It's actually who we are. And that's the challenge to this. When you are stuck at a high performance level and you don't realize that that is not a peak, that's just a ceiling. It will allow you to sit there thinking you're doing what's right, but wondering why it feels like there's more. It's because there is. So that's my challenge to you. As a high performer, I'm not sitting here knocking what you've done. I guarantee you there's people in here who are high performers who have more money than me, have had better results than me. There's no question about that. But that doesn't excuse the reality that there's probably a better way to do it that is more sustainable, that is compared to you. And when we start focusing on how do we build teams, I'm not looking to get people to high performance. I want to get them to optimal performance, highest output, sustainable pace compared to their own ability. Do you know why I like doing this? Is because if I can introduce people to this optimal level of performance, giving them the tools and equipment to do this, whether it's my employees, whether it's my clients, whether it's my kids, whether it's my community, whether it's a team member, it doesn't matter. If I can introduce this concept, I know that if they are at optimal level and they still can't keep up with where we need to be, then it's not the right place for them. I also know that if they are at the highest level possible and they're crushing what we're doing and they're hitting the marks we need to hit, then they're exactly where they need to be. But when you start going high performance based on others, if the whole world is wicked and evil and you're a little less wicked and evil, doesn't make you good. Just makes you not as bad. So recognize, what are you comparing yourself to? And are you comfortable recognizing you've done amazing things, you've gotten amazing results, but there's a whole nother level that's going to take a combination of intention and structure to create that perpetual development, insert whatever goal you're going after, and can you translate the results that you get in one area of your life in all the other areas? That is when sustainability hits. That is when optimal performance hits. And that is when fulfillment will naturally be the byproduct of every single day you live. Try it. See how it works. Let us know what works, what doesn't work. And we can't wait to get more of this content out to you.